to the new thing isn't global warming or isn't Ukraine or isn't COVID. Now it's the Muslims. And I don't like a lot of the stuff Israel's doing. I think they stood down. I think it was a false flag. I mean, I think real Islamicists attacked, but it was clearly money Biden sent. But what's the larger picture here with Harvard and the big universities endorsing this? We got a lot to talk about in the 45 minutes or so we've got him, and I'm going to cover some more news after he leaves us in this hour before the next guest joins us. But clearly we said another big war is coming. That's going to be the distraction from the COVID deaths, all the rest of it. And now they're trying to trigger a holy war. Obviously, you get boosted big on Twitter and everywhere else, Hotep, where you're already reaching millions a day if you got on the bandwagon. But clearly the establishment is trying to create some type of clash of civilizations here. Hotep Jesus, thank you for joining us, hotepjesus.com. And the people can also find you at Hotep Jesus on Twitter and menofhonor.com. So, Hotep, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Oh, absolute pleasure, Alex. So, yeah, so your take on Israel is pretty much similar to my take. Obviously, the timing is convenient. We have election season now here, a.k.a. grifting season. Nikki Haley has proven to be a supreme grifter herself after her comments on Fox last night. But what's the bigger story here? Well, first of all, the next distraction is to create something domestically, right? Create some sort of event domestically. Now, it's been happening in spurts here and there. You have protesters clashing. You have Grand Central Station being attacked by pro-Palestine protesters. You have Jewish people being attacked. A lot of different skirmishes have taken place on domestic soil. Much of this planned, much of this known by the elite rulers. And that was one of my fears early on, where there's conflict in the Middle East, and because of all the vitriol on social media spilled into our streets. Now, much of this stuff, as we know, Hamas and Palestine has been supported by George Soros. Black Lives Matter supported by George Soros. We've tracked down some of these protests between the pro-Palestine socialists, but I think Stop the War Coalition is one of them. And Jeremy Corbyn is partly behind some of these protests. So what we have is a communist socialist takeover of another people's struggle. But what's the bigger story that's happening here? Well, while everybody's distracted by the Middle East, what we are experiencing is a complete and total financial transformation where money is going to change how it operates, both at a wholesale level and a retail level. Right now, the House Financial Services Committee is discussing Basel III Endgame. And basically what they're talking about now is, what are the capital requirements for a banking institution? Now, we know what the capital requirements have been since COVID. They said that they are basically zero. You need zero reserves. But now Basel III is challenging some of that and saying that banks need to hold more money, more cash, more capital, which is going to hurt, obviously, the small guys. So what we're looking at right now is actually a huge transformation of the banking industry. If you look, you'll see many banks right now shutting down. You have Wells Fargo.
By the way, let me just interrupt you and say, bingo, 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 ding, 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 ding. We're coming to the end of the big bubble, the new rollout of the central bank currencies. They admit it, and they need crises as the diversion to bring this in.
That's correct. And not only so the crises is going to be the diversion so they don't see all the laws being passed. But then later on, the crisis is going to be the reason why we need the new banking transformation, right? So we have Basel III. Let's put that aside for a second. They're meeting about that today. FCC is meeting about total control of the internet. That's happening today. Now, let's focus on the banks really fast. So we have Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. All of these places are shutting down your local branch banking institution, right? And they're saying it's because everybody's moving online. So payments are moving digital. You were talking about before the break how we have POS happening now without a human being. I was thinking this morning that we might start to have transactions happening without even your card. So the way the CBDC system is working, central bank digital.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
The young boy got these fake neocons on their heels. We about to dive into it. The Grift Report starts now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
And I
that's
was
good.
just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
What's up, people? Welcome to the Grift Report, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. East Coast time. I'm your host, the Grift God.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep, Ma'at, and Bill.
Hotep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nas, what up, yo? Montoya, what up? DMW, J. I see you. Nerd Nash, it's Hotep Thursday. It's Hotep Thursday. We got the Black Twitter Report. Sponsored by Nerd Nash, nerdnash.com. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be a spicy week this week. I seen people in the comments last week. They said Unc was going off last week. I got another question for Unc this week. See how he tackles it. You know. You about to jump on the Peloton, get your big brain. Shout out to my people on the Peloton listening to the Grift Report. I see you. That's how it's done. That's called multitasking. That's multitasking. That's the official version of multitasking. Anything else other than that that's not similar is not multitasking. I streamed the debates last night. I had to get my grift on. Shout out to DeSantis and Loki. DeSantis and Loki gave away like 60 memberships last night. I think 70 on a day. Insane. I had to grift though. I had to do it. And you know what? I don't regret it. It was very entertaining and it got off to a very fiery start, the debate last night. The fourth debate, the GOP debate, the RNC debate, the flunky debate. You know, battle for the bottom.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
We're going to look at a couple of clips. Some memorable moments for me, obviously, is this what you see here, obviously, right? Nikki equals corrupt. He pulled his prop out. He did it better than Ron. Ron did it first, though. But he did it better than Ron. Fats Fats to me had a very, very surprising presence for me. He did really well. He even had one of those, what do you call those self-humiliating jokes? Self-degradation or something like that. And he came out and he said the truth. He was like, everybody up here needs to stop fronting. Nobody up here is actually going to be president. Okay. And I had to respect that because he's right. Somebody got to say that shit. Somebody got to say that shit. It's about time somebody said that. So I had to give one to Fats. I had to give some credit to Fats. However, Vivek, on the other hand, he stood 10 toes down and he kept going on like he was like going to be the next president, which is what you're supposed to do, I guess. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. So I had to give him credit because that just seems like, all right, yeah, whatever. I'm about to be president. Like, stay on code. You know what I'm saying? Stay on brand. We're running for president. This is the campaign. We don't want to say otherwise, We're going to look at some clips. Here's the issue. The polls are really looking at Nikki. So Nikki is the head of the snake. So that's why she was, or I should say Nimratata. I don't know how to say her name yet. You know what I'm saying? I called her Nimra last night. She's at the top. So, and she got the big donor money. The thing about the audience is, I love the live audience because you can always tell when it's real and when it's fake, right? So you can hear the Nikki money putting people in seats. You can hear the Ron DeSantis money filling the seats. I feel like Vivek could have handled the crowd better. Instead of saying, hey, yo, donors, I hear you, you're booing. I would say, listen, I have no problem with you. Eventually, you'll be donating to me soon. And he had a zinger similar to that later on in the debate. So I would have kept that sort of posture instead of so antagonistic. But he did call it out. He did say J6 was a inside job.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
He be listening to the Hoteps. Vivek be listening to the Hoteps. So, I had to give him a point. I think Vivek had a stellar performance. Ron, to me, is very unnatural. It's just so awkward and cringy. Like, I have secondhand embarrassment listening to him speak. I don't know who speaks worse, him or RFK. And I know RFK got the health situation going on, but he gonna need a device or something. He gonna need an AI device or something. That nigga need a loudspeaker. Somebody get him an AI loudspeaker, man. Get that nigga voice back, man. I know ChatGPT could do that shit on the fly. Let this nigga just talk through the robot, man. But DeSantis is just very unnatural and just cringy. Does anybody actually listen to him speak? And the last round, so I was giving points at first. I was giving out points for if you coasted through and did the bare minimum, I gave you a point, right? And then the last round was this is the closer. Really, I want to see a strong presence. I'm not giving you points for getting through. This is go time. What do you got in the tank that you ain't put out yet? That's hot. And, a lot of people coasted. Vivek had this in his bag. So he got this in the later rounds. When he pulled this trick out the bag. HJ, you just made my wife die laughing. You said you ain't ready for that. RFK has a condition. Listen. Yo, I don't mean no harm to him in his condition, yo, but that nigga need a bot. Yo, no disrespect at all. You know, but yeah, Vivek, you know, he got this in the later rounds. All right, let's go to the tapes. Let's go in the bag. Did Elon move shit around again? Yo, he stay moving shit around, yo. Just keep shit where it need to be. All right, we got some Vivek here. Hold on. Oh, the vaccine question. I can't wait to get that. What is this? A Ron DeSantis ad. I want to take a look at that. I want to judge his ad. NBA Youngboy is turning into my hero. I don't even know how with just one clip. We're going to talk about it. Nick Cannon is wilding. We're going to get to that. Jamie Dimon over at JP Morgan Chase, he's wilding too. The passport bros is wilding. We're going to talk about that. All right, let's start. Let's go right here. We got this video from Jack Posobiec, a.k.a. Poso. Poso, in case you ain't know so. Let's go to the tape.
So first of all, I think we just learned something from Chris Christie. We learned three things right there. First of all, Chris Christie also doesn't know what provinces in eastern Ukraine he actually wants us to fight for. Chris, your version of foreign policy experience was closing a bridge from New Jersey to New York. Yeah. So do everybody a favor, just walk yourself off that stage, enjoy a nice meal, and get the hell out of this race. When it comes to Nikki, I think if you're going to actually send your sons and daughters to go die in somebody else's war, you better, excuse me, Chris, I'm speaking, and I'm not done yet. You had your chance, and we're going to be done. So listen up to this, is if these people want to send your sons and daughters to go die in Ukraine, they've been arguing for it for a year. $200 billion of our taxpayer money sent over. Neither of them could even name for you the provinces that they actually want to protect. And this is the people who have been touting their so-called foreign policy experience. It is intellectual fraud. These people are lying to you, the same people who told you about weapons and mass destruction in Iraq. To justify that invasion, didn't know the first thing about it, yet they sent thousands of our sons and daughters to go die. The same people who told you the same in Afghanistan, where the Taliban is still in charge 20 years later. $7 trillion of our national debt due to these toxic neocons. You can put lipstick on a Dick Cheney, it is still a fascist neocon.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaswamy.
See that today.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaswamy.
Dick Cheney all over again in this party.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaswamy.
Nah, yo. Vivek might be grifter of the year. What do you say? You could put lipstick on a Dick Cheney and still gonna be a neocon? Hold on.
The same people who told you the same in Afghanistan, where the Taliban is still in charge 20 years later. $7 trillion of our national debt due to these toxic neocons. You can put lipstick on a Dick Cheney, it is still a fascist neocon.
It is still a fascist neocon. Pause. Yes. Yes, AK. Pause. Oh, my Lord. Damn. Put lipstick on a Dick Cheney and still a fascist neocon. Bars. It was the Vivek show last night. I had everybody tied. At the end of the day, I had everybody tied. You know, Ron, for me, you know, when he was talking about the Islamic gear and he called them man dresses, I thought that was culturally insensitive. I had to take away a point for that. It was culturally insensitive. There's nothing presidential about that at all. You're going to have to do business with these people, Ron. You're going to have to do business with the Saudis. And they don't play that shit, Ron. You know what I'm saying? So he need to clean his act up. And they got the migrants coming here. They got the migrants in Europe. So he need to just slow his roll. So I had to take away a point. At one point, you know, DeSantis was -1 on my scoreboard. and he clawed back and tied with everybody else. He would have been winning had he not came out the gate weak. And everybody bid on the Trump question. Fox, they threw Trump body in the air, told everybody pull your guns out and shoot, and everybody pulled the trigger except for Vivek. Come on, man, we got to be diplomatic. Up here wearing high heels and shit. Fuck wrong with Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is mad cringy. Hold on, let's go back.
Transgenderism is a mental health disorder. We don't let you smoke a cigarette by the age of 18. We don't let you have an addictive drink of alcohol by the age of 21. And I just challenge Ron DeSantis to go one step further and support what I think is clearly within the authority to do, using federal funds just like Reagan did in '84 for the Highway Act that said the minimum drinking age needs to be 21. We can do the same thing when it comes to banning genital mutilation or chemical castration.
Okay.
I know Ron's been unclear about that on the federal level. I'm crystal clear. That's where I stand.
Got it.
That's a mental health disorder. That's where we need to be at.
Go ahead.
I think the North Star here is
it's a mental health disorder. Lord have mercy. I don't think he's wrong. I mean, like, let's just keep the train moving. Hold on, we got more clips to get through. Let's just get through the clips before I say something crazy. I don't even want to say nothing crazy. Hold on. I want to find some.
Here's the dirty little secret in American politics today. The people who we elect to run the government are not the ones who are even actually running the government. It is.
That's true. We all know Biden is not running the country.
The bureaucrats in those three-letter agencies that are writing regulations that Congress never gave them the authority to write. And the good news is a U.S. president can absolutely fix that. That takes a U.S. president with a spine. So what I've said is, in my administration, by the end of year one, we will have a 75% reduction in the number of federal bureaucrats. We will shut down government agencies that should not exist. We will rescind any regulation that fails the test of West Virginia versus EPA, which is the most important Supreme Court case of our lifetime, that said if Congress didn't delegate that to an administrative agency, then it's unconstitutional. These are seismic changes. These are big changes that the next president can deliver without asking Congress for permission or for forgiveness. And I want people to understand that distinction, because people have been sold myths by politicians for a long time saying, I'm going to work with Congress to do this or that. Much of what you've heard on the stage from the other politicians fit that description. They need Congress. The things that I'm promising you, this is what the leader of the executive branch gets to do under Article 2 of the Constitution.
Thank you, sir.
Cut down the bureaucracy. That's how we grow our economy and put the Federal Reserve in its place. This is part of the crypto discussion.
No.
90%
Mr.
headcount reduction at the Fed.
You're out of time.
Oh, damn. Oh, nah. That's not the full clip. Ron comes right in after that. Oh, come on, y'all. Hold on.
It's a central bank digital. One of the dangers that we're going to face, Biden wants, is a central bank digital currency. They want to get rid of cash, crypto. They want to force you to do that. They'll take away your privacy. They will absolutely regulate your purchases. On day one as president, we take the idea of central bank digital currency and we throw it in the trash can. It'll be dead on arrival.
I agree with that.
One of the
that to me, Ron got some big points. Like I said, he was -1 and he clawed back to be on par with everybody else. And look at Vivek's face right here. Like, it really defines like how he should feel, knowing that he missed that opportunity. He missed that opportunity to mention that. And much of what Vivek said was just filler. It was fluff. It wasn't a lot of substance there.
The dangers that we're going to face, Biden wants, is a central bank.
Listen, hold on. Listen to like right here.
Distinction, because people have been sold myths by politicians for a long time saying,
Rhetoric.
I'm going to work with Congress to do this or that. Much of what you've heard on the stage from the other politicians fit that description. They need Congress. The things that I'm promising you, This is what the leader of the executive branch gets to do
It's rhetoric.
under Article 2 of the Constitution.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
all
Cut
rhetoric.
down the bureaucracy. That's how we
Thank you,
grow our
sir.
economy and put the Federal Reserve in its place. This is part of the crypto discussion.
No.
90%
Mr.
headcount
Ramaswamy,
reduction at the
you're-
Fed.
And he waits all the way to the end to mention the Fed. He should have just came out the gate with that. Like, listen, CBDC's got to go. Vivek lost points when he didn't outline who really runs the government. Uh-oh.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Damn. Hotep Goldstein in the house. Damn. Hold on, let's go back. Yeah, so we watched that one. All right, here go the vaccine question. I thought he really killed this. I thought he did a phenomenal job. Hold on, let me see.
The Trump administration and private industry developed a COVID vaccine in record time. The program protected the drug companies from virtually all lawsuits over vaccine injuries. The government has a program to compensate for such harm, but critics say it is a black hole of bureaucracy. 12,000 claims filed, 10% decided, only 8 payouts so far, in a forum with no right to counsel, no hearings, no appeals. Mr. Trump says he's very proud of warp speed. Should he be?
Well, this question specifically on liability goes back to actually Reagan. And Reagan is a president who I admire. Many of us do. I think that reviving that spirit is in many ways going to be good for this country in so many ways. But one of the areas where he erred was this special form of lobbying to say that one kind of manufacturer, a vaccine manufacturer, cannot be sued for their product liability. So I have pledged, it is part of my legislation.
That's the main part of the discussion. When we talking about these vaccines, like, they were like right here.
I think that reviving that spirit is in many ways going to be good for this country in so many ways. But one of the areas where he erred was this special form of lobbying to say that one kind of manufacturer, a vaccine manufacturer, cannot be sued for their product liability.
Can't be sued for their product liability. They exempt. The fuck? So, you know, he hit the nail on the head. Like, we got to start right there before we even get to Trump. We got to start right here, and that's a good point. And it's an excellent and educated way to dodge the Trump question, so it doesn't look like you're throwing Trump under the bus. So they got sound bites later when you run in to be his VP, you know, whatever. So it's very intelligent from a PR perspective. It's a long-term perspective. And he hit the nail on the head. He hit the nail on the noggin. They are exempt from liability. What kind of shit is that?
So I have pledged, it is part of my legislative agenda, we will repeal that, just like we will repeal every other form of crony capitalism. People who have been harmed by those vaccines deserve accountability. They cannot be forgotten Americans. And I think one of the top lessons we learned from that COVID pandemic is that free speech in this country is most important in those alleged times of emergency. If we had been allowed to openly debate the merits of those vaccines, they would have been never mandated in the way that they were.
That's a good point. Another point. You got to allow us to debate. We got to debate the science. Because now all of a sudden it's die suddenly. And everybody falling out. Like it's the plague outside. What the fuck going on? Die suddenly. Die suddenly. Shit crazy, man. Shit crazy. Motherfuckers fucking with them inoculations. Fucking with them inoculations. What else we got in the bag? Hold on. Is that it? No. We got this right here. We got more.
Just to stop President Trump. His approval rating with Republicans is currently at 81%. Yours is at 25%. Your best state is New Hampshire, and even there, 2/3 of GOP voters say they would be angry and disappointed if you won.
He need to go see Strong Dad ASAP. Because his fitness is not where it needs to be.
Respectfully, Governor, you have not stopped Mr. Trump, and voters may wonder how you could possibly become the nominee of a party that does not appear to like you very much.
Yeah, well, look.
Well, Christie also doesn't know what provinces in eastern Ukraine he actually wants us to fight for.
What in the terrible edits? Next. Nemaratata.
So foreign policy experience is not the same as foreign policy wisdom. I want everybody at home to note that I was the first person to say we need a reasonable peace deal in Ukraine. Now a lot of the neocons are quietly coming along to that position, with the exceptions of Nikki Haley and Joe Biden, who still support this, what I believe is pointless war in Ukraine. And I think those with foreign policy experience, one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people have, I mean, she has no idea what the hell the names of those provinces are, but she wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight it. So reject this myth that they've been selling you, that somebody had a cup of coffee stint at the UN and then makes $8 million after, has real foreign policy experience. It takes an outsider to see this through. Look at the blank expression. She doesn't know the names of the provinces that she wants to actually fight for. And there's her puppet masters right there, the donors right there that are playing her like the puppet masters.
Hold on. Yo, Vivek ain't shit. Vivek ain't shit, yo. I'm telling you, that's fucked up, yo. I know it's a debate, you know, and that's the shit, you know, you're supposed to do in politics is attack your opponents and whatnot. And he does a good job at it. It's just like, damn. Name 3. Like, damn, how you gonna do it like that, son? Took it back to like grade school. It's crazy. That's crazy. Rudy the Vet Russo says Vivek crushed him when he asked him to name a province in Ukraine, and them dumb shits couldn't name them. Hotep and Bill. Yeah, they go to clip right there. That's just disrespectful. That's just blatantly disrespectful. Shout out to Cerno. That's y'all peoples. All right, let's get into some other shit, you know. Actually, no, I want to show you some Ron clips. We need some Ron clips because, and we got to play his commercial. Let's play his commercial. Maybe there's some good clips in his commercial. Hold on. Let's play his commercial and then we'll see if there's, because I want to show you what I mean by Ron, like how he's just cringy to me.
Half of transgender and non-binary young people have seriously considered suicide in the past year.
Let's get them the help, the therapy, whatever they need so that they can feel better and not be suicidal.
What care should be on the table when a 12-year-old child in this country, assigned female at birth, says, actually, I feel more comfortable living as a boy? What should the law allow the response to be?
I think the law should stay out of it.
We have prohibited puberty blockers and operations on gender for minors.
You have doctors that want to make money off this, so they're telling parents, you've got to do these interventions, otherwise your kid's going to commit suicide. That's false. You have a 14-year-old girl, you're not affirming her gender, you're trying to mutilate her to change her gender.
It's mutilation. It's wrong, and it has no place in our society. And we need to step up and say this.
Half of transgender and non-binary.
I get what he did there. It was intelligent. But let's pull up some clips. Let's see. Let's see if we got any Ron clips from last night. I guess he just... Hold on. He don't got... Where's the clips at? Alright, surely they're on his page, right? Surely he's probably tweeted out a bunch of his stuff from his page, right? Surely he has, right? He's got a promo clip. Okay, here we go. Here's one.
First generation of Americans to leave to our kids.
Let's see.
We are in jeopardy of being the first generation of Americans.
See? He be stuttering and shit.
We are in jeopardy of being the first.
This is what I'm saying. Like, he's so shaky.
We are in jeopardy of being the first generation of Americans to leave to our kids and grandkids in America less prosperous and less free than the one we inherited. I refuse to sit idly by and let that happen. But we got to have people that are going to be willing to fight the people that are doing this to us. You can't be these establishment Republicans that just cave at the first sign of opposition. I'll fight for you. We also need to win again as a party. Yes, win the election, which we've struggled to do, but also win on these big issues.
Yo, he AI as hell, yo. He man AI. You know you can make AI videos of people now? He gotta be. They probably edited him in, yo. This is terrible.
And nobody has defeated these people more than what I have done in the state of Florida on issue after issue.
That's the third time
than
he
what
done
I have
stuttered.
done in the state of Florida. People more than what I have done in the state of Florida on issue after issue. We have won, and we have won big, and that's what we'll do for you. We also need leadership. Leadership is not about doing what's easy. It's about being willing to set out that vision, knowing they're going to shoot arrows at you. They're going to come at you. I will fight the good fight. I will keep the faith, and I will finish the race. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, all of you.
We are in jeopardy.
Calvin Coolidge.
Reagan, Washington, Lincoln, excellent. One of the guys I'll take inspiration from is Calvin Coolidge. Now, people don't talk about him a lot. He's one of the few presidents that got almost everything
AI hologram Ron. Word.
Right. He understood the proper role of the federal government under the Constitution. We need to restore the U.S. Constitution as the centerpiece of our national life, and that requires a president who understands.
He's so shaky. Did you hear that?
We need to restore the U.S. Constitution as the centerpiece of our national life. And that requires a president who understands the original understanding of the Constitution, who has a good sense of the Bill of Rights, and
And all this shit is lip service. Oh, say the Constitution 25 times. Say the Bill of Rights. Say founding fathers. Oh, this little fucking... I can't give you points for that shit. You know, like, how many times you go and call up Thomas Jefferson? He dead, man. Leave the dead alone, man. What you gonna do? What are you about to do, Ron? Ron can't tell you what he gonna do. I'll fight for you. A Starship Trooper ad.
who knows how we've gone off track with this massive fourth branch of government, this administrative state, which is imposing its will on us and is being weaponized against us. So Silent Cal knew the proper role of the federal government. The country was in great shape when he was president of the United States, and we can learn an awful lot from Calvin Coolidge.
You see what I'm saying?
In great shape when he was president of the United States, and we can learn an awful lot from Calvin Coolidge.
He's so shaky. What's up with him? This y'all guy? This y'all guy? Whose man's is this? Every clip he got, he's shaky. AI Ron got a glitch. CGI AI Ron got a glitch, bro. He's glitching. This nigga buffering.
Great shape when he was president of the United States, and we can learn an awful lot from Calvin Coolidge.
Ron is going to be an amazing Secretary of Defense. That's the type of deep state rage you need in that position. Yeah, wait, as Steven said, DeSantis glitching worse than Rumble. Yo, Rumble was glitching crazy last night, bro. I'm like, man, y'all got the partnerships, man. Open the servers up, B. How many people was you expecting? Should have been. You gotta be ready for that. Then this shit went down. I had to go pull up another string. Come on, Rumble. You know what I mean? Turn that shit up. Got your shit glitching. Shout out to my Rumblers over on Rumble. I see you. Strong Daddy here. White Mike in here. Yo, Jonas, somebody in the locals is asking about you. They need some information, yo. Go in the locals and look. Somebody just posted something. If I'd have been asked that question about which president I like to be, I'm not going to follow anyone. These are new times for new leadership. Yo, all right, let's do a little guessing game. Who would I pick? Who would Hotep Jesus pick? If I had to pick a president, who would I pick? You get one guess. You get one guess. Who would Hotep Jesus pick? Who would I pick? Who would I pick? Who would I pick? Who do you think I would pick? If Ron glitch in this clip, I'm gonna let this clip play, then we're gonna come back to the answer. If Ron glitch in this clip, boy, I'm gonna lose it.
We need a reckoning for what this government did during COVID-19. That includes the mNRA shots. They put it out.
See? What kind of shots, nigga? He is so shaky, yo. He is so shaky.
COVID-19. That includes the mNRA.
No, historically, what president would I pick?
Shots. They put it out. It was experimental. People wanted it. Then the government started trying to mandate it, to say you don't have a right to put food on your table if you don't take an mNRA shot that was under emergency use. They tried to take.
The nigga said it twice.
If you don't take an mNRA shot that was.
Oh, what? Yo, AI Ron is glitching, yo. AI Ron out here glitching on TV live. What's going on, B? Oh, what?
Was under emergency use. They tried to take nurses away. Now in Florida, we blocked that. We provided protections for everybody so that they wouldn't lose their job. You also have the FDA approving an mNRA shot for 6 months old.
This the third time he done called that shit. That's the third time. That's the third time. Nobody was gonna correct him. If I was Vivek, I'd have been like, a what? A what shot? Can you say that slowly for me, please? Say that for me one more time, Ron.
Babies, there was no data to support that. They're doing it because big pharma will make money. So I'm going to go in there, CDC, NIH, FDA. We're going to clean house. There's going to be.
What about the WHO? You got to talk to the WHO. WHO. Got to talk to them niggas. World Health Organization. We contributing a lot of money to that. Why you ain't talking about that, Ron?
A reckoning, because right now nobody's been held accountable for any of the damage, and they're going to try to do it again. When I'm president, this will never happen to our country ever again.
Thank
you.
He is so AI, yo. Chat GPT head ass. What's going on, yo? Oh, what shot? Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, that's it, Cassius Can. He needs to stop trying to be slick and just talk like a lame dad. You can't fake swag. It's too unauthentic. Exactly. Just like be yourself, B. Don't try to come out here and have all this extra swag you ain't got. You ain't got it. Come say what you got to say and get out. Get in, get out. You know? I don't want to hear Ron split. If I play, I'm gonna give him one more chance. If he glitch on this 1 minute and 11-second clip, I'm done with him. I never want to hear his name again.
Governor DeSantis, if China invades Taiwan, would you send American troops as President Biden has said he would do?
We will be able to deter that from happening. I think that's the important thing. We need a strategy of denial so that we're deterring Xi's ambitions.
What if it doesn't work?
It's going to work. Taiwan's an ally. We have longstanding American.
Governor DeSantis.
What he say?
Taiwan, would you send American troops, as President Biden has said he would do?
We will be able to deter that from happening. I think that's the important thing. We need a strategy of denial so that we're deterring Xi's.
Nigga, what? Yo, this nigga said a whole lot of nothing. This is what I be talking about. It's that intellectual babble. This is intellectual battle. What did he say? Something denial?
President Biden has said he would do.
We will be able to deter that from happening. I think that's...
We will be able to deter that from happening. How, nigga? How, Sway? How?
That's the important thing. We need a strategy of denial.
We need a strategy of denial. So what's the strategy, Ronnie?
So that we're deterring Xi's ambitions.
What if it doesn't work?
It's going to work. Taiwan's an ally.
What is what gonna work? He hasn't said anything. He hasn't said anything, Megan. What's gonna work? He doesn't tell us what he's gonna work on. He said we have a strategy of denial. Nigga, is you sending the troops or not? Is you sending my kids to goddamn China or not? Huh? That was the question, Ron.
We have longstanding American policy, and you know how that's done, and we will follow.
See, any glitch in the... Yo, get him out of here, yo. Get him out of here. Who mans is this? They got millions on this fool. Who is this?
It's going to work. Taiwan's an ally. We have longstanding American policy, and you know how that's done, and we will follow that. But here's the thing. Taiwan is important not just because of semiconductors. It's important because if China is able to break out of this first island chain, they're going to be able to dominate commerce in the entire Indo-Pacific. They will use that to export authoritarianism all around the world, including here in the United States.
How, Sway? How? How will they use that? I don't give a shit what China doing. What are we doing, Ron? They don't never always tell you, oh, China's doing this and Russia's doing that. All right, no doubt. Say less. All right, what are you doing, stupid? What are you doing? Wasting my time. That's what you're doing. You're wasting our time and our money.
You look at some of these guys, actually some of them that are supporting Nikki on Wall Street, they grovel to China. Anytime something happens, they got to go do that. So they already exert a huge amount of authority over this country. It will get a lot worse. So deterring China's ambitions is the #1 national security task that I will do as president, and we will succeed. The 21st century needs to be an American century. We cannot let it be a Chinese century. Ending American policy, and you know how that's done, and we will follow that. But here's the thing. Taiwan is important not just because of semiconductors. It's important because if China is able to break out of this first island chain, they're going to be able to dominate commerce so that we're deterring Xi's ambitions.
What if it doesn't work?
It's going to work. Taiwan's an ally. We have...
Yeah, he almost said China's an ally. Yeah, he almost said China's an ally. He almost said it. He almost said it. That's a good catch, AK.
What if it doesn't work?
It's going to work. Taiwan's an ally. We have...
Yeah. I'm not impressed with the whole China talk. You know, the whole China talk is propaganda. That's for the hoi polloi. That's for the commoner to be like, oh yeah, China, no, your rednecks that don't know no better. Whoever, Americans as a whole believe the dumb shit. Okay, but it's just a smokescreen for the fact that United States sucks at manufacturing. United States sucks at capitalism. And the sad part is China's running a quasi-capitalist, socialist, communist system and kicking our ass. And everybody's saying, well, communism don't work. China's doing pretty fucking well with it, actually. And the British Empire built that shit. Okay? So you ain't got nobody to be mad at. Well, my bad. Hold on. Russia put a lot of money in first. Russia put in a big investment first, and that's why they still homies. But Russia put in a big investment for the North for the Civil War. So Russia was, and that's the thing, when you're dealing with dominant powers, right? You're dealing with China, you're dealing with Russia. When you're dealing with these dominant powers, you're going to have to work with them at some point. They ride around the block. China is directly linked to California. You go to California, you get an Uber, you don't get Mexican people pick you up. Like, you know, when you go to Miami, your Uber, they speak in Spanish, Espanol. Hablos Espanol. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing down there. In California, they're speaking Mandarin. These people don't speak English. There's a lot of Chinese. So California needs China for business. Okay. But China, Shanghai, Pakistan, what's all the other ones? Manufacturing. South Korea, manufacturing. I looked at something yesterday. What was it? But I felt as though when we took people away from the sewing machine, that's when United States lost its manufacturing capabilities, because even means of production, right? Like 3D printing machines and just all these different machines that you can use to manufacture goods for people. United States regulations are it's so many loops to go through that it's just so much harder to get in the game, unlike foreign countries where, you know, they up and running. And still could beat prices after putting your product on the boat. They're going to put your product on the boat to come to America, and the guy in America can't beat the prices. And by the time you have them manufacture and ship the goods to America, I'll be pissed if we had problems with China. I'll be pissed. I need to do business with China. We don't need no problems with China. That's what Ron would have said. Ron would have said, you know, if I was Ron's team, like, listen, we don't have no problem with China. We want to make sure our trade agreements are great, but I don't see any conflict happening between our two nations. I'm sure we'll be able to handle it diplomatically. Done. Get it in and out, right? But he glitching. AI Ron glitching. Can't believe it. So he's cooked. Ron's finished. I don't want to hear anything else about Ron. Let's just put that to bed. Let's stop. Let's not even argue that no more. All right. Let's go to NBA YoungBoy. So NBA YoungBoy and Joe Budden had a little back and forth. All right. They had a little back and forth. Joe Budden said his music's trash. NBA YoungBoy said keep his name out your mouth. Then Budden apologized. And then NBA YoungBoy came out with this video.
Joe Budden, I love you, bro. They ain't understand our plot twist. It was strictly for to do an interview after that. Tell them don't take us too serious. Everything entertainment, man.
Bruh. Nah. This is goals. This is goals. I'm sorry. For me, this is goals. This is goals. The fit is fly. I ain't even going to hold you. The fit is on point. The fit is on point. The car matched the fit, matched the horse. I don't know who put this together, but this shit was genius. The fact that he even riding the horse, I'm telling you, like, this is how people, how you get around in Hotepistan? This is it right here. This me in Hotepistan.
Joe Budden, I love you, bro. They ain't understand our plot twist. It was strictly for to do an interview after that. Tell them don't take us too serious. Everything entertainment, man. Joe Budden, I love you, bro.
This is great. All right. Public service announcement. Watch yourself. Let's go to this clip, right? So, it says man goes viral for walking around Dominican Republic He said, "What's up?" She turned around. Americano. All right, let's go to the tape. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this.
Mommy, what's up? What's your... Yeah, maybe. Free... What's your name?
Diana.
Diana. Oh my God. Yo. You got WhatsApp?
Yeah. What's up, baby? Don't you got right now with me?
Not right now, because I'm going to meet my friend, go pick him up for breakfast. I mean, for lunch. I will.
Okay.
I will.
All right. Andrew Jackson was the president I was gonna be. I would chose. Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was a gangster white man. That's like the last spirit of the white man died with Andrew Jackson, I think, somewhere's about. Andrew Jackson was a white thug. Andrew Jackson is who I would pick. And if anybody knows my content, you know, I'm going to pick the guy who was anti-central bank. And Andrew Jackson was one of those names that are just super anti-central bank. He pioneered a lot of work. You know. I don't know. So what do you think is happening in this video? Anybody know? Can anybody see what's happening in this video? They said it's an old video. Okay. That fit was fresh, right, Tari? Listen. Drip. You want me to tell you what's happening in this video? Human trafficking. And not her, him. This is how you get snatched up. You see how thirsty she was? She was like, hey, can you come with me right now? A dude you just met off the street, you want to hang with him right now? Go where? Go with me where? What? Goldstein said prostitution. Yes. Also true. Right? So they get the hoes. They get the prostitutes. Lure you into the room. Get you all alone. Drug your ass. Next thing you know, you in Guatemala somewhere chopping up coca leaves. You know what I'm saying? Now you bilingual. It's been 3 years. Nobody's seen your ass since. Your new name, Chico. You'll be gone, yo. Wake up with a missing kidney. You know what I'm saying? Jesse? This is what happens. Never, this is a red alert. I just want to make sure that, you know, the men seeing this, know there's a lot of young gentlemen. They see this, they go, oh man, yeah. No. Anything that loose is a trap. That shit is a trap. Catch Cancer is called bait and switch. Yes. So fair warning. Do not go out here trying to be a passport, bro. Messing around with these little fast little bilingual thoughts. Or sometimes they don't even speak English. Some of y'all prefer that. And if you're gonna do it, be on point with your Spanish. So you know when she, you know, sending that signal out for her homies to come snatch you. You know what I mean? Oh. Muerte. Oh man. What's that mean? Dead, right? So I just want to put that warning out there. For my G's. You know what I mean? I gotta look out for y'all. Cause some of y'all, you know, you think with the wrong head and you know. Okay. Timelines mad at Nick Cannon again. When I saw Nick Cannon trending, I thought he was having another baby. I swear I did. So looks like they're having an event. I don't know what this is. Bad versus Wild Las Vegas. Dark skin versus light skin. Nick Cannon presents. Want to join our live studio audience for free? Join the audience. This is in Las Vegas. Performance by Suki Hana. Suki Hana is going to be performing. Timelines upset. But this is you know, it's great marketing, right? You take that thing that's everybody's itch, that's everybody's trigger, and you know, you turn it into something. I just don't know what it is. Are they gonna be? Is it a twerk contest? Is it a Wild 'N Out show? Is it a party? I need more details. I need more details. Catch Cam said haram. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. I just need more details. I just need more details before I really, you know, pass judgment. All right. Let's go to some big brain shit. We got a lot of developments. Hold on. Let's play this commercial right here. Well, let's not play it. Wells Fargo, I covered this before, but Wells Fargo said 3 to 5 years CBDC. It's a fair estimate. Shout out to Syscoin. Hey, if you want that big brain conversation, that investment talk, Telegram group is open. Hit that link in the description box for the Telegram group. We're gonna be doing some Web3. We're gonna be doing some Web3 in early of next year, early 2024. So that group has dual purpose. You guys can participate in our Web3 experience, a little Hotep Web3 experience. You know, some of y'all, you know, I know some of y'all are out of date, but we'll get you caught up. No worries. It's big brain shit only. You know what I mean? For my elites. I always tell people, you know, the 1% is really the intellectual, the people that really know how to do shit in this world. Everybody else is kind of just living in their world. So shout out to Syscoin on that Web3 partnership. Don't forget Pegasus DAO. If you holding Syscoin, Pegasus DAO. Might want to throw a couple of sys on over there. Let it sit. You know. It's on chain. It's all on chain. Check this out. The Islamic Development Bank Institute participated as a knowledge partner in a conference titled Exploring Central Bank Digital Currency Pathways to Global Standards, held November 28th, 29th, in where? Virginia, United States. They had a CBDC conference in Langley. And the Islamic, and this is why I say, you know, on one side it's like, oh, they're going to war. And the Islamic Development Bank is like, hold up, let's talk money. And that's what I was saying about Ron before. Like, you're gonna have to work with these people, bro. Can't be just disrespecting their culture like that, you know? As a diplomat, as a president. You know, if you want to be a comedian, you could do that shit. But you gotta pick one. You can't be a comedian and a president. You know? He said it's not if you build it, they will come. It's if they can't build it, they are dumb. Yeah. He said, does the winner get Nick Cannon, baby? From big booty to big brain. You know, this is my range. I got range. So I would take a look at that. MasterCard is in Web3. They showcase interoperability with the Ethereum blockchain. They able to demonstrated that they purchased NFTs with CBDC. I think they minted and then they wrapped the tokens. So they did some wrap and mint scheme. some thingamajiggy. Is again, this is all Web3 stuff. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the future of, I don't think people understand the importance of the Web3 cryptocurrency space. Forget the value. Let's throw, how much money how much USD you can trade this in for, the investments. Forget all of that. What we have to understand is that it's permissionless. It's permissionless. Bitcoin is permissionless. It's permissionless. Transactions going through. Can't stop it. Can't stop it. Can't nobody censor it. Can't nobody censor it. It can be anonymous, depending on how you operate. Your transactions can be anonymous. And the main reason why they don't like that shit? One, people aren't using their money. Two, if you're using somebody else's money, they're not taxing you on that money. This is why it's important, man. This is why it's important that we Web3. So that's a development over on the MasterCard side of things. We're going to go to phone lines. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Text Hotep in your name right there. We're going to get to the phone lines. People's Bank of China demonstrated the ability to transact with CBDC in a foreign country. The foreign country is Singapore. It's an interesting development. It's a interoperability technique, basically saying we built a bridge between our currency, our digital currency, and their infrastructure. And, Chinese residents were able to transact with CBDC. This is all part of the pilot, transact with CBDC in the country of Singapore. Real live use case scenario right there. And again, remember, if you study CBDCs, you got to study stable coins. If you study CBDCs, you got to study stable coins. I think, stable coins are going to be a thing. Argentina should probably stable coin up. The Reserve Bank of India. Here's the thing about Argentina, right? If Argentina stable coined up, people, what people always say? Well, if they stable coined, the peso is shit, so nobody would buy it. And I'm like, but y'all support Malay, right? Yeah. So vote with your money. Pump the currency like you pumped the GameStop stock. Although that was institutional money or big money, hedge fund money. Vote what you love Malay so much. Buy his peso and transact in his peso. Make it a pair with another currency. Pair it with another currency. What are we doing out here? So that's what I would do. I would stable coin up. Commodity back. I would actually take a portion of the peso, a small piece, and I'll fucking buy a shit ton of Bitcoin and then back it in Bitcoin. Then tell everybody, come buy these pesos. This is how much we got in circulation right now. Oh, come on, man.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
The Reserve Bank of India starts discussions with the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, the U.S. Federal Reserve, and SWIFT to explore cross-border payments for CBDCs. Now, we just showed you yesterday where people over at the Fed were talking about, oh yeah, we're not thinking about CBDCs. Oh yeah, why are you meeting with SWIFT? Why are you meeting with SWIFT? Because the rest of the world is. It's the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. So they talk all that China. You know what I mean? Hold on, where's that?
China.
No, they talk all of that. But look what's happening. That's why you got to be very careful when you get on that debate stage. Make a fool of yourself, at least to the people in the know. AK said, shout out to HJ for giving away sis. Hold on, let's make him a moderator. Hold on. AK is now a moderator. He says, shout out to HJ for giving away sis. My bag has grown some 60%. Supporting Hotepistan rewards one mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Man, listen. Hotep's been told you. Check your bags. If I sent you sis, check your bags. I mean, you buy when there's blood in the street, man. You buy when there's blood in the street. Did you buy when there was blood in the street? The Rothschilds ain't doing nothing. They be telling you what to do. Buy when there's blood in the streets. When everybody happy, you sell. You know? We'll see. We'll see who'll make it. Hotepistan will be built, though.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
The Reserve Bank of India starts discussions with Hong Kong Monetary Authority, India, China, SWIFT, and the Fed. Now, the SWIFT is out here swimming treading water. They tread water. They could face irrelevancy. I wonder if there's a relationship behind the scenes or a Western, I want to know what the Western influence is to SWIFT. Jonah, you got anything on that? What's the Western influence behind SWIFT? That's what I want to know. And the Fed's going to be there. So keep your eyes peeled, man. We're going to go to the phone lines. 202-596-5631. Go, text Hotep in your name. 202-596-5631. And I'll be right back after the short, brief commercial break.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock? I have no clue. Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already? He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick? They think they're gonna be able to budget that? It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early? He's not tapped in.
Call from
Strong Dad.
What up?
What's good, bro?
Not much, man. Just working.
Happy Hotep Thursday.
Yeah. Hotep Thursday. Today's my second leg day. You know what I'm saying? Good leg day on a Hotep Thursday, always.
Okay. I like that.
So, listen, man. I don't trust this Vivek nigga at all.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah.
This nigga is too him. I feel like Vivek's really the AI. This nigga's machine learning is too good. You know what I mean? I feel like he listens to the criticism of the red pill neocon, the red pill con. You know what I'm saying? And just comes back completely revised. He doesn't even come back slipping. He just, it's like, it's I don't trust that. To me, that's more dangerous. And I feel like if he was in a VP position, he could swing that to more power than other VPs have in the past. I don't trust him one bit, man. He's a op. He's a complete op.
Oh, he's definitely a op. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that debate was wild, man. Yo, to me, all it was just a bunch of conservative trigger words. Like, I don't really think they actually said anything of legitimate importance. I mean, it just seemed like a gaslighting session for their normal voters. Like what can I say to keep these niggas riled up? Abortion, war. I didn't hear nothing smart.
Right.
I gotta be honest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was entertaining in the first round. Then they came out. It was a lot of fireworks. Then it fizzled out to in the middle, and then towards the end there were a couple of highlights and zingers. But again, who you had winning? Who won the debate last night?
Well, I mean, Vivek won the
Who got second place?
I mean, low key, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I've never in my life voted for a fat nigga, but Christie. I think Christie did a pretty good job snapping back. Like he didn't look like a soft piece of dough that would roll over. Like he looked like a real strong meatball this time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like he really was not about the bullshit. I do think it's funny that one guy didn't answer the question, and the nigga will chime in and be like, he spent 30 seconds not answering a question, and that's what we don't need. We don't need someone who's gonna start around, and this nigga spends 30 seconds not saying shit either. And
right.
to me, all of that just shows why I don't vote. This is exactly why I don't vote. You know what I'm saying? Also, why are we even doing this, man? Where's Trump at? Can we just let's just get over all this bullshit and put Trump in the spot so that we can keep it moving.
It's time. It's time.
It's time, man. It's time.
Time for the Mac party. It's time for the Mac party.
All these niggas is like low wormies. They spines ain't stand up straight. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I don't like the state of the nation, man. I don't like the state of the nation. I don't. I really don't. Hotep is fan. We need you. We need you. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking land, big track of mountain range where we can just withdraw from all of this bullshit. Homestead.
That's it. You got a homestead. You got to focus on yourself. Never been had the secret. Got to focus on yourself.
Right. That's right. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We out here. We doing good. Me and the wife just made the decision to instead of buy a house, we're gonna buy some land and build a house. We're gonna build a house instead.
That's what's up.
It's smarter to just buy the land, that way we don't have to compete for the for property.
Yeah. I love it,
yeah,
man.
we're gonna be setting up family. That's the only important thing. All this other shit is bullshit. Your family, your job, you know what I'm saying? Your fitness. That's all. Your education. That's it. That's really it. That's all you need in this world.
Mm-hmm.
We all need to become simple people and look at the good things. And yeah, that's all I got, man.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
Oh. Taylor trying to get in here. He said he got to get in before a meeting. Pause. Come to North Carolina. You got land in North Carolina? Retro Neon said Vivek takes master focus.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Call from
Taylor Madden.
Taylor.
Hey, it's Jay. How's it going?
What's good, bro?
Good day. I am convinced that Vivek is a Trump surrogate. I can't get it out of my head. Now, I got a question for you first off. Do you think that's possible at all?
What does that even mean?
Means that Trump is encouraging him. He's got a backdoor channel with Trump that he's talked to at some point that says, you are going to be in the race because I want you to be for XYZ reason.
Mm-hmm.
That he is not running for president, that he is running in support of President Donald Trump.
Mm.
And that he's standing up on the stage to put out the
Trump fires.
things that Trump would want to say, but not take the Trump bullets. And that's the reason why he never ever goes out of at Donald Trump, because the only reason that he says he was running, anything that he'd do differently than Donald Trump is, well, I'm new, I'm fresh, and I'm young. That doesn't sound like a real reason to go after the guy who's leading by a wide margin. That sounds like a reason to be in those debates to tear everyone apart. Every time he tears Nikki Haley down, his polls go down too. He polarizes the audience, but that's one way Nikki won't rise. That's one way Ron won't rise. He's effectively Donald Trump on stage, but every time a bullet comes at him, it doesn't land on Donald Trump.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Yep. Definitely plausible. Definitely plausible.
I'm effectively convinced that this is the case. There's been leaks, there's been rumors, but I don't think that he's never really attacked Donald Trump. He's called him the greatest. He's there for Donald Trump. Now, the question I have for you is, if that was a fact, how would that change your opinion on Vivek, on his performances so far? And how would that change those type of things?
It wouldn't change anything because I always saw him as a Trump dick rider.
And if you call him an op, quote unquote, that's the op. It's just
that's the op, right?
Yeah.
Right. I always thought he just wants to be, Trump's VP. That's what I thought, right?
Yeah.
Or in his cabinet, right? But it's definitely plausible that he's a surrogate. Like, they already negotiated that. I would not doubt that at all.
There was reporting that his major funders were also Trump funders, and that he went to them and said, "Hey, I will help Trump get reelected." That was his pitch. There was reporting of that.
Sounds like
but I don't. You never know how. You never know how credible that stuff is from anonymous sources, quote unquote, type stuff.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I effectively think that he did that. And if you look at him as a presidential candidate, he's doing not great. He's getting his name recognition, but he's not doing a good run for this run. If you look at him as a surrogate, he's doing phenomenal. Phenomenal. He's taking all the hits, and he can be a measuring stick for Trump too, because if he goes too far and then he gets attacked by that, Trump doesn't have to go that far. I'm basically convinced that that's what he is.
It's
and
plausible.
I applaud him. And think about the people that he's dodged to interview so far. He'll interview with anyone, basically, anyone of any sort of prominence, but he dodged Sonny, right?
He did dodge Sonny.
Why would he dodge Sonny? Remember the last time Trump saw Sonny? Now Trump needs a tongue lashing from Sonny, because everyone needs a tongue lashing from Sonny, but no one wants it.
Right.
So, yeah, I wouldn't blame him for dodging Sonny. Of all the people to dodge, especially if you're running a surrogate campaign, that's the person I'd love her to death, but I'm scared of her.
Oh, shit. Damn. Yeah. Vivek, he canceled on Sonny, man.
Yeah. With that being said, I think this was Ron's best performance.
What? Oh,
it was Ron's best performance.
Oh my God. Do you see how many times he glitched? Did you watch the show?
Oh yeah, he's not great. He's not a great debater, and his Gavin Newsom, he had some good lines, the previous debates, but this one I think was his best one. And I think there's a reason for it. I think there's a reason for it. I think Ron DeSantis knows he's toasted. I think everyone knows they're toasted. So the question is, what are they trying to gain out of this? And I think Nikki's trying to keep with the military industrial complex. She's not going to be president, but she'll at least have a role to play in the military-industrial complex. I do think big boy Chris Christie, he's going to be in the coalition party. He's going to be the next Liz Cheney type that is like, no, it's not just all Republican, or it's not just all Democrats. Look, we've got this Republican. And I think Vivek's working for Trump, and I think Ron has to kick out Nikki, has to win against Nikki before he can bow out gracefully in order to stay in good graces. He's not going to be who he was before he ran, but he lost all of his credibility, and he's got to win a little bit before he can bow out to say, it was a really good campaign. We did really well, but ultimately now's the time for Donald Trump.
What are the primaries?
Well, the first one, I believe, is Iowa caucus, and that's coming up in January. And then we go to is it one of the Carolinas? Because that's New Hampshire's after that, and then the Carolinas, because that's what Tim Scott was trying to hang in till, because that's his home state. I want to say it's North Carolina, but I'm blanking on the top. And then we go through all the different sort of states. And my own home state of Idaho, we've got all sorts of issues with our primary, because we used to have an early primary, but now we're going through lawsuits against I think the Republican Party is suing prominent Republicans that changed the primary, because the way that the primary is stated in the state of Idaho is it's a private party's election, so they can hold it whenever they choose. And the party chooses, which is the leadership of the party, not the elected officials who will represent the party at the state level. So there's all sorts of issues, and those states change all the time.
When does the nomination happen?
The nomination happens after all of the primaries. However, there's usually a de facto.
Do you know what date?
I'm gonna guess May.
May?
May.
You think it's Mayish? Okay.
May, yeah, maybe right after that in June, and that's when we start heading into general election season.
Okay, so May. Right in time for the summer.
Yeah, that's exactly when it happens. Yep.
So they got a little bit more grifting left to do. So there's some legs to this. Okay.
Yeah. Well, during the first Donald Trump,
if that was, I just want to say this: if that was Ron DeSantis' best, he's the worst.
Yeah, he just wants to win Iowa and then New Hampshire. That shuts down Nikki Haley, and then he drops. And as soon as he drops and Nikki's out, you'll see Vivek go too.
You think Vivek going to be the last one to go down?
Yeah, I think he'll be one of the last ones to go down, because he's got nothing. Once everyone else is out of the debate, he's got nothing else to go, and he can get infinite money if he's coming after if he's coming from Trump supporters, if you will, because compared to everyone else. Because one of Trump's big things that he not only is he a rich person, he hangs out with rich people. I'm sure there's a lot of rich people that talk shit on him on TV and donate to him behind their back. One, because they're family friends, and two, because they like those low taxes.
Yep. Yeah, so maybe he's a surrogate. I think that's an interesting phenomenon, interesting concept. I wouldn't doubt it, but I thought that Vivek was on the outside trying to get on the inside, right? And that might be the clue to the fact that that's why he's acting like that, because he is on the inside,
Yeah, and he's got the cool confidence. He's willing to take risks. That get him applauses and booze, because that's his job.
He's the brown Trump. He's the brown Trump.
Yeah. He's already got a seat at the table. Yeah. Whether it's VP, I don't think it's VP. Like I said on another previous call, I think it's something that we don't know about, in the sense of head of some sort of council or something. Right. Just talk about local parties. No one talks about who's the head of the RNC until the RNC makes some stupid ruling. But those are just as big of elections, sometimes bigger than certain federal candidates, because that's what influences them. That's where the money comes from. That's where the party platform comes from. So while those people aren't elected officials, they're elected to the party. That can be just as important. So, you can see Vivek trying to be head of the RNC. That's a big thing that you don't think about when you're thinking about vice president or secretary of state or blah, blah, blah.
Indeed. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. Hotep and build.
All right. Hotep and build. Hold on. Let's get Goldstein in here. Let's get Goldstein in here. Damn. Chat, what y'all think? Y'all think he's a surrogate for Trump?
Call from Murphy's Law Rescue.
Yo, Goldstein.
What up?
What up, man? Happy Hotep Thursday.
Happy Hotep motherfucking Thursday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good goddamn day today.
What do you think of the debate last night?
Man, Vivek, bro. Vivek came through for the motherfucking merchant class last night. Shout out to the Vaishayas out there in the merchant class. Vivek, your dude, is putting on a motherfucking clinic when it comes to that Brahmin ass Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
He's taken thousands of years worth of motherfucking frustration at the Brahmin class right out on her motherfucking prosthetic lips. That's what he's doing. That's why she's always the motherfucking target. That's because this is deeper than politics in America.
This is generational.
This shit goes back. Yeah, this is generational, man. This is he's taking
old beef.
Yeah. That nigga had the ganjis popping last night. Sure, they was out there. They was out there dunking heads and some more shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vivek.
That's an old beef, man. That's an old beef. He said, you know what? How dare this woman talk like this to me?
Look, my mom is part of the Vaishaya class, right?
Okay.
Part of the merchant class. She loves this motherfucker, bro. I can't talk her off this motherfucking ledge for shit. She loving this brown motherfucker, boy.
She see that Brahmin energy. She like, let's go.
Yep. She thinking he finna change India and some more shit. I don't know. Like, Mom, he ain't got no ties to that land whatsoever. He don't give a damn about India. He barely give a damn about this motherfucker.
Ain't he from Sri Lanka?
Some shit like that. I don't
Where's
even know.
Vivek from? Hold on, let me see.
I thought he was American. He got to be American. He running for president.
It says here was born in Perun Kotor village near Sankaran-Kovil, Tamil Nadu, India. Okay, so he's from India.
Wait the fuck a minute. You can't run for president and be a goddamn foreigner.
Oh wait, no, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
I'm looking at the. Oh, this is the wrong Vivek. It's an actor named Vivek. Hold on, my bad.
I thought we discovered some shit right now, boy.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna sink the whole campaign. Nah, but I'm convinced after last night that dude has zero political aspirations. I do like Taylor's take on it. That is something to consider. I'm going to have to start watching his moves a little bit more closely to see if they are angled in that direction. But I am convinced that this fool has zero political aspirations outside of whatever position Trump plugs him into.
Yeah, so you think it's plausible that he's a surrogate?
I think it's very plausible. I think he's a paid surrogate. I think he's chipped up for this. This ain't just no magnanimous gesture on his part.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I think that he is going to do a 4-year run in Trump's cabinet as the motherfucking chief of staff for the White House. So that doesn't necessarily plug him into anything that would elevate him to a higher political stature.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a 4-year run. And after that 4-year run, he's going to take that shit that he gained by way of enlarging his profile back to the private sector and become a billionaire.
Mm.
That's what I think his play overall is long term. He has no political aspirations. This is why he's able to say the shit he says, all of the motherfucking buzzwords, all of the tropes. He's able to say all this shit and not necessarily have to worry about any backlash politically speaking.
Yeah.
You know, he can take this, because we all know, we've seen it for a while, that the swing to the right is in full effect. So after the Trump presidency, he will be one of the people at the forefront of the popular mindset 4 years from now. And he'll be able to channel that into all sorts of money-making opportunities for himself because he's a private sector guy.
You're going to see him in a Netflix series.
Netflix series. He's going to be podcasting. He's going to, everything. Just throw a whole bunch of shit at the wall, see what sticks, pundit, all that shit. And it's gonna pay handsomely. It's gonna, because he's trying to probably, I don't know if he's really wanting to connect any more ties to the pharmaceutical industry, seeing as that motherfucker shit is a sinking ship at this point. Nobody trusts it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's going to put all his motherfucking eggs in this particular basket, and just the sky's the limit at that point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If it can make a fucking truck like Matt Walsh famous and rich, imagine what it can do for an actual personality like Vivek.
Mm. Mm.
So that's what I see. It's a 4-year run for him, like I said, in politics. And after that, he'll either just comment on politics or comment on pop culture.
He going to be on Twitter with us.
That's it. That's it. Chilling. Billionaire.
Billionaire?
Billionaire. That's where he's angling. Billionaire.
Oh, that's his aspirations. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't going to make that as president. You ain't going to make that as secretary or nothing. That's for damn sure. You make that after you get out of office, but during, nah. And he's only going to he's young, but he's willing to sacrifice at least 4 years in that arena to, like I said, enlarge his profile. So that way when he's out of that bitch, he's just the man.
Yeah. Get his grift on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I said something to that effect on Gutfeld. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Now, Ron DeSantis, this thing.
Yo, what's going on with your boy, yo?
I'm telling you, he's going to be Secretary of Defense, bro. They're going to channel that rage that he is now experiencing and bottling up, right? He's bottling the shit out of that shit. You can see it in his face. That nigga is dying inside at a very rapid pace, all right? They're going to channel that rage into the office of Secretary of Defense, and he's going to be a hammer like none other. Hammer like none other. This motherfucker's going to go ham in that position. He's going to quell everybody.
You're saying he's going to be like a neocon war hawk icon?
Yes. That's exactly what he's going to be. And see, it's a perfect play for Trump because people already consider him as such, right? But they consider Trump to be different than him. So if Trump plugs him into that position, which we know he is famous for fucking plugging in neocons into positions of power within his cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
There's a track record of this.
Mm-hmm.
But when he does that with DeSantis will catch all of the flack for Americans' foreign policy when it comes to war, and it will be something that Trump could easily be like, well, that's him. That's his ass. And it's not going to fly with the people in the know. But Trump does not try and con the people in the know. He tries to con the everyman. And it'll fly with him.
Put Ron in the position. Okay.
Put Ron in that position. He'll be the fall guy for any bullshit. which Ron will happily accept because if he's doing it now, it'll be a cakewalk then.
Well, he won't have to do it later.
Right.
That's part of his Illuminati ritual.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
if he put that work in now, they'll be like, all right, you put that work in.
Yeah. He's gonna end up being the next generation's Harry Kissinger. That's what he's gonna be.
Ron DeSantis.
That's right.
The next Kissinger.
The next Kissinger.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
This a real Hotep brother.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild. All right. We gonna see. We gotta write that one down.
Man. Now listen, speaking of motherfuckers who done paved the way for some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've been thinking about this, the magical Negro that Sonny brought up the other day.
Yeah.
And would it be safe to say that based on the MAGA hat and the Cerno interview, would it be safe to say that Uncle Hotep was one of the pioneer magical Negroes?
Yes. Correct. I've been saying that for a while now. Yes. Yes.
Didn't he kick off the whole magic Negro movement, the magic Negro wave?
For the right, yes. He definitely did. That's facts. That's documented history. He was the first black man documented with the MAGA hat.
Damn.
Yeah.
And it's because of motherfucking Unc that I now got to deal with this plastic looking pink shirt wearing ass nigga. You know who I'm talking about. Right? On my goddamn timeline, who was a former Fox News guy and now he finds himself on the outside looking in. But I got to deal with this nigga now. Because of Unc.
That's crazy, yeah.
Man.
It's Unc fault, man. He was he was the first. He was the first. That's black history.
It's because of Unc ass that I got to deal with the MAGA rapper.
Yep.
Correct? God damn.
Yep. Yep.
Unc unleashed a curse on the land. He unleashed a curse on the land. Fucking with Cernovich. He let Cernovich do that to him, though. I got to feel it. This wasn't Unc doing it.
Yeah, he got initiated through Cerno.
Ah, damn. The same Cernovich that was doing God knows what with that man back in the day.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
This a real Hotep
Cernovich. Cernovich was on one at one point in time. For the people who don't know, go ahead and research that. I ain't going to get too into it.
Yo, we almost at 5K over on Rumble. Yo, hit the subscribe button. Let's see if we could break 5K. Yo, hit the subscribe button. Yeah.
Hey, my Rumble bugging on your channel. Like, I can comment on other shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your shit, I cannot comment. It says your comment, something went wrong. Fuck you, basically. You ain't saying shit on this feed. I don't know what's going on. That's why I've been on YouTube lately. Usually I kick it with Rumble because YouTube is just a bunch of degenerates.
Yeah.
All you guys over there on YouTube watching the stream, you guys are all a bunch of degenerates. You need to be on Rumble.
Degens, all of them.
All of them. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, though. But I do want to give a shout-out to Wholesome White Woman. I decided to not do the kitten weights today, so I'm saving your ears. And I also want to shout out to Dr. Nikki Johnson for making me her +1 at the next Magic Negro Recruiting Gala. There it is.
The what? Magic Negro Recruiting Gallery?
Yeah, the next Magic Negro Recruiting Gala for the right, whatever that is, wherever it is, I would like to be Dr. Nikki Johnson's +1, so that way I can put my bid in for the next Magic Negro.
You want to buy one?
Fuck it.
Fuck
Getting in somehow.
Oh my!
I'll play the game. I'll eat the filet mignon with the bacon wrapped around it for a season or two until I can get in far enough to blow that shit smooth up.
Lord have mercy.
Retire back to my land in Arizona like Thanos after the work has been done.
This nigga crazy. All right, let me get to Rudy,
All right,
yo.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill.
All right, Hotep and Bill. Yo, these niggas crazy. Where's Rudy at? We're gonna get Rudy in here. We got White Mike in the queue. We got Jonah in the queue. I don't even want to click on this text message because I don't know how to make them go back unread, and I don't want to miss your. Actually, fuck it. Israeli stock exchange shows that investors knew what? Knew in advance? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Call from
Rudy the Vet.
Rudy, what up, man?
What's going on, brother? First of all, coming in hot, man. I'm in the gym, man, so
Okay.
I'm coming in hot. I'm only on YouTube because Rumble doesn't work out in the middle of the nowhere, man. I don't fucking stand it, man. I got full internet signal. I can watch on YouTube, but I'll put Rumble on in rural North Carolina, and that shit skips, pauses, freezes. So, unfortunately, some of us, we got to roll with the degenerates, but I like some of the degenerates, so I don't give a fuck. I'm a degenerate myself. 2, Taylor had a great point about Vivek, man, and Goldstein, too. That dude spit fire, man. When he said name 3 provinces, and neither one of them fucking idiots could name 3 provinces, but they want to send billions of dollars of weapons. And now the Secretary of Offense, because there's no such thing as Secretary of Defense in America. We don't defend shit. We don't defend our border. We don't defend from invasion. We got a Secretary of Offense, because that's all we do is go on offense, man. We played no D, man. We played no D at all, man. We're like the fucking, we're like Don Nelson's Golden State Warriors, dude. We'll score 100. We'll go at you, but we ain't defending shit. And you can look at our border and see right there, we ain't defending a goddamn thing. So, but Vivek, man, dude, he was fucking dropping truth bombs last night. Love him or hate him. And I'm with you, man. I think he's an op. I think he's up to, I think Taylor might be onto something with his, he's a Trump surrogate shit, saying all the fucking things that Trump would say, but Trump would say it like a 2-year-old because the man can't speak right. But, man, he dropped a lot of fucking truth, man. But that line, man, when he was like, name 3 provinces you want to send all this money and people to die for, and they both look so stupid in the face, dude. If that didn't crush their candidacies right there, man, nothing will, man. And people are dumb because that whole thing last night was for boomers. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing last night was for boomers. Because, listen, I'm a Gen X cat. And I love the Constitution, but I'm not on any inkling of that fucking thing means nothing. The First Amendment is fucking getting shit all over. The Fourth Amendment's been dead for fucking 20 years, dude. You fucking get pulled over, some cop walk up, I smell weed. You could have no weed in your fucking car, but they're going through your fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? When they kicked my house in, I'll send you the police report, dude. They said I pulled up in a black car. I was in a silver car. They weren't even there, bro. They sent a bullshit fucking line to the judge, and the judge just signed that shit, and they fucking SWAT teamed my fucking door in the middle of the night behind marijuana, man. So the Fourth Amendment's been fucking dead for years. And the Second Amendment's on life support, despite whatever the Beanie Man and people might, we're winning. No, you're fucking not, bro. No, you're fucking not, dude. They get a majority in the Senate and a majority in the House and the right fucking president, and they're going to fucking shit on that Second Amendment instantly, dude. You heard Newsom's plan, we need to put in the 27th Amendment that bans assault rifles. They got plans, man. It's on life support, man. You know what I'm saying? None of it means a goddamn thing, man.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Speedy trial, there's still J6ers sitting there waiting to go to trial.
Yep.
The Constitution's been shit all over, dog. It's been shit all over. It's not, but all that rhetoric last night was for boomers, man. It's for boomers who still believe in. Listen, when I first got onto the show, I still had hope. I was like, the Constitution. But I mean, it's all been disillusioned, dude. It means absolutely fucking nothing, dude. It means absolutely fucking nothing. But all that rhetoric was for boomers, because boomers still go out and vote, man. So
the rhetoric too. The rhetoric is for the boomers too. You know, they want to hear that bullshit.
Naturally.
They believe in it.
Naturally, because they still have, you know, the boomers are the last generation. I mean, DeSantis had a point. They're the last generation where, you know, they left it better for their kids, man, because what's coming up for our kids with AI and fucking Neuralink, because that's what's really going on with DeSantis. He's in the Neuralink, man. That's why he keeps glitching, because Elon's got to download his responses to him, dude. The fucker's got the Neuralink in, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, dude. Don't it look like it looks like the Matrix, man? Ask them the question, and then somebody's in there typing in the fucking answers and it's uploading the rhyme, dude.
Yo, he stay glitching, yo.
Stay glitching, man. He's a fucking angry, awkward little man, dude. And I don't understand why everybody keeps saying Fat Shit did such a good job last night. And that is the biggest fucking scumbag on the planet fucking Earth, dude. You're from Jersey. You know this, dude. You grew up in Jersey dealing with that fucking guy and his policies, man. Got mad at somebody and shut down the fucking traffic to the George Washington Bridge and caused an 8.5-hour fucking backup. Imagine what a poor trucker had to deal with in that shit. Sitting there fucking driving through that shit with his time clock, with his federally mandated time clock, and he wastes his whole goddamn day driving because some fat fucking governor got pissed off at somebody because they didn't do what he wanted, so he shut down the fucking bridge. Fuck that guy, dude. And that last statement, dude, that's why last night I came in mad, because, oh, he's going to be a felon. He's not going to be allowed to vote. You motherfucker, dude. You man, that shit had me hot, dude. That is such bullshit, man. You go to fucking prison. You do your fucking time. You should come out and be able to fucking vote. Unless we could go back to no taxation without representation. If I can't vote and I'm a felon, maybe I shouldn't have to pay taxes any fucking more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I fucking can't stand people who talk like him, dude. I fucking hate that fat piece of shit, man. And all y'all saying he did good, man, take a good look and think about it from a convict's perspective, man. That man is a piece of fucking shit. A former DOJ, New Jersey governor, fucking swamp creature, and he's fat and out of shape, man. That's all I got to say, bro, man. I love y'all, man. Hotep and Bill, man.
I appreciate you, man. Hotep and Bill. This nigga is crazy, man. Call in Jonah. Let's get Jonah in here. Jonah said, I'm calling next. Damn it, I'm calling next. Called it. All right, Jonah, I got you, man. Call in, man. Yeah, Rudy be raging, bro. Rudy be raging. Oh, the app needs work? The Rumble app needs work?
Yeah, Jonah.
Jonah, what up, man?
Yo.
All right, John, I got you, man. Call it.
What the fuck? Where is this volume?
Yeah, Rudy.
Anyways, let's just start with the fact that Rumble is run by a Pollock in Canada. How the hell is he going to stand up against the deep state? Come on.
Oh, this a real.
You guys got to give us some time, you know? Pollocks are slow. Especially the Canadian ones. Anyways. Let's go ahead here. Man, we all know Trump's already the president. Deep state's got him. That's why they don't take this many shots at someone and not miss. Come on, how many candidates did they effectively take out, and they can't get down Trump? Please.
Yeah.
Not just candidates, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, let's go ahead here. I'm gonna go ahead and say shout out to Pearl Harbor Day.
Yep.
Or as I like to call it, the September 11th gestation day, you know? I sent you the thing this morning. If you take exactly 40 weeks from today, you'll end up on September 12th. And every single one of those minutes, seconds, days, hours all add up to 666. And since you're also on YouTube, I'm going to go into the George Floyd and how that also all lines up. And Minneapolis is located on 44. and flight 93 as far as latitude and longitude. But hey, I'll leave it at that. Man, I sent you some good shit today. Did you see the spaceship?
The spaceship.
I put it on your timeline. I put Grift and I put Grift bag, hashtag Grift bag, and I put Hotep Jesus on there.
To the
They
D.
allegedly got the
You
backside
didn't
of
send
the
it to
moon?
the. You didn't send it. Oh yeah, you sent it to the DM. The moon shit, right?
Yeah, the moon shit I put in like on the timeline or whatever, right? But
Oh, is that what that was?
yeah.
Hold on.
And I assume the Trinity that I put in the timeline, you're saving that for tonight.
Where is it? Yeah, but what was that? What was that story about? Dark Side of the Moon. I saw that. I clicked on it.
Man, it's some garbage. Like the video, if you watch it, it's CGI and the clouds don't even move. But they got the moon going in front of the spaceship saying that that's the authentic video.
Yeah, that shit was made in Hollywood.
Trillions and trillions of dollars put into NASA. And that's the best they can do with CGI. Like, they need to get some of these gamer coders.
I don't even think it's CGI. I think it's claymation.
Allegedly, some new high-tech camera.
Yeah, that shit is claymation, B.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that? Anyways, no. I just wanted to make sure, we all need to remember. If you look at today and you go 40 weeks from today, you get September 11th. So Pearl Harbor gave birth, conceived September 11th, just so everyone knows.
All right, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. That ain't crazy. Talk to White Mike.
When they come in nosy, tell them you don't know me. Tell them a lot of nothing really slowly. When they come in nosy, tell them you don't know me. Tell them a lot of nothing really slowly.
Somebody texted me and said this is what plays in my head every time Meatball Ron starts talking.
Call from
White Mike.
White Mike, what's up, man?
Good afternoon. Happy Hotep Thursday, sir.
What up, man? Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Happy Hotep Thursday, man.
Man, and side note on that, for the first time ever, I got my wife to watch the Hotep's Been Told You last Thursday night, and she was cracking up. So if anybody out there hasn't, tuned into that show if you guys haven't made it a point or you got Thursday night stuff, make sure you tune in or watch the replay because it's just funny. It's intelligent and funny, and it's a solid show. It's a good watch. So
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Absolutely. I got a couple of hot takes, so coming in hot with these. And I'm a little disappointed, man, because I figured Goldstein would be dropping the science. And something we haven't mentioned on today's show is McCarthy is quitting, right?
Okay.
So I don't know if you heard about that, but McCarthy is stepping down completely and leaving.
Okay.
And with all the other stuff going on in the House, one, if you're on the Republican side or you just don't want them to look like, effing idiots, they're not doing a good job right now. But here's my hot take. We're not going to have an election. All of this is really cute and all of this pomp and circumstance and dog and pony. Well, it's really fun and great entertainment for us, but we're not going to have an election because they're going to lock us down. They're going to do something. Here's how I think that the seasons play out perfectly. And that is that, the white lung is coming. And this summer, we're going to be out. We're going to get used to each other wearing masks and voluntary vaccinations. And then just like last time, come September, when the weather starts changing and people start sitting inside again, November's the election. They're going to do something hard to us. And there are all kinds of legislation being passed, as you know, about that. And then weakening of the House and looking how weak it is right now. We're not going to be able to mount any kind of defense against the, current Democratic Party. And I don't know if we're going to have an election, man. That's what I think.
Damn.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Sheesh. Talk about Kofi on tight.
The only other way I could see is what they did last time and I don't want to get you taken off anything, so I'll say the what do I say? The uninvestigated anomalies of last presidential election. We'll say it like that, right? So, but they'll do a thing where it's like everybody gets to vote online because you can't leave your house.
Right.
So everybody votes online, and we'll decide how many votes come in for who, right? And that kind of thing. So, you know, there's talk back and forth. And when I first heard there's not going to be an election, I laughed. And then you go out, man, you talk to people in, you know, the clubs, or, you know what I mean, just where you hang out, casinos, wherever you just kick it with people. And they're like, I don't know if there'll be an election. I can't see there being an election. You're like, this is everyday people talking. So, and then one little tag to that, that's what I think Vivek Ramaswamy's play is.
Okay.
Is he knows that if that thing collapses and folds, the guy with the biggest internet presence is the guy who's actually going to be ruling the roost. No one, you know, Christie's not doing the podcasts, and he's not talking to Alex Jones, that kind of thing. Vivek is making himself available and building his internet collateral, if you will. You know what I mean? His online
who
collateral.
won a debate last night, in your opinion?
Vivek, absolutely.
Okay.
In
Who
my
you got
opinion.
second place?
You know what's funny is I agree with Rudy so much. I think Christie is a piece of shit. Also, to hit on that, I think DeSantis took second. I know he was stuttery and gross, but a lot of people in my circles were saying it's the best he communicated. Here's why he was stuttery and weird. Dude, he is feeling the pressure, all right? You know what's going on with his campaign manager, and he's backstage, right? They're going, listen, you motherfucker, we have put millions and millions. You were supposed to be the guy that took out Trump and get our agenda in there. And you were supposed to be surrogate, you know, fake Trump to get our shit in there. And now you're fourth overall in the polls, and you were supposed to be the guy, and we pulled you out, and look at you. You get this shit right tonight, or we're fucking you up. Like, you know, that's what's going on behind the scenes. So that's why he was out there stuttery and shaky, because I think he thought that last little thing he did, the poopy debates, as we called it on the Grift Report, I think he thought that was going to shoot him, and that didn't help him. That only helped him with kind of the base, and that did not put any more on him than he wanted. And right now he's shaky and shimmery because the money laundering operation that is the Ron DeSantis campaign is looking stupid, and he's flailing trying to get it back. He's losing control and under tons of pressure. That's what I see when I look at him.
So you say he came.
on stage.
So you say he came in second, despite all of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the communication he had. So the way he communicated, and to see him team up and defend Vivek. And if you notice you know what I mean? There was almost a line there where, you know, Fat Turd was defending Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he's on the other side. And I thought that was interesting. You know, you have your hard anti-Trump war hawk folks. And then on the other side, you have, you know, the folks who understand that's not where the party is going. And you know, that's not how you game. Honestly, I also think Nikki Haley might be the last one because she is such the media darling. Like right now, if you do a simple Google search of who won the debates, there's pictures of her and how she stood out. And this is, you know, mainstream news, your MSNBCs and stuff talking about her. Yeah, which is nasty, gross. Nobody wants her. Right. So that doesn't help anybody. So, but yeah, man, and I think, you know, I think your man's take is hot, that he might be a Trump surrogate. But remember, and I dropped this in the chat, we're looking at this right now from people in the cheap seats, right? We're looking up at them on the stage and figuring out, we got to look at this like we're behind the curtain, like we're backstage folk. Of course, Ron DeSantis' campaign manager and Donald Trump's campaign manager are talking, right? Of course, man, if you went to a big event, I'm sure your manager is talking to other people, especially if you're going to be sharing the stage, right? There's all kinds of that, you know, bartering and negotiating on, you know, if I put this out there, it's going to help you. What can you do for me? There's tons of that going on. And I do think Vivek has one or two plays. One, I think he wants to be press secretary, the one we're missing. But why is that? Because then he's on TV every day. Anything that the White House wants to send out, he's the guy. And he does speak well, and he's coming out and showing he can take the stage and control it. And then he gets so much FaceTime with the media that you can't buy. So I think that's his angle, in my opinion. But if it doesn't happen, he's going to be one of the guys that everybody goes to online. So,
Correct.
like I've said before, I don't think there's going to be a debate, and I think people are going to come to you en masse because you're one of the honest people that they're going to be able to listen to and make any sense out of all of this. So, but
Dope. I can't wait. I'm
that's
ready
just
for
the
him.
truth. So am I wrong? What do you think? Any thoughts on that?
Nah, I agree with all of that. All of that. Yeah.
I was worked up. Yes, sir. All right, man.
I'm
I'm
just ready to resign and close the show out so I can go fucking take a nap before the show. I didn't get no sleep.
You got to hit that comedy. I
And
hear
I'm
you, man. It's exhausting.
And I'm fucking hungry as shit too.
Word. Eat some healthy food, man. Nothing French fries.
Oh, definitely.
Anyway, man, God bless, man. Tomorrow, if I get a chance, I got a thing. Cannon hit an idea last week on a chat that blew my mind, and I'm putting together a whole thing. I'm going to call in tomorrow. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a little more fun and funny because Friday I like to do that because, you know, we've been putting so much negative and dealing with it all week. So it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned. Make sure you listen to the report tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. Hotep and Bill. Hotep is for the children. Come on.
Hotep is for the children. Oh, yo, I got Tommy Robinson. Is that his name? Hold on. Tommy Robinson? Y'all know who Tommy Robinson is? He's coming on the channel tomorrow. Special edition of the Grift Report.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Make sure y'all tune in. 2 p.m. tomorrow. Hotep's been told you tonight, 8 p.m. We'll be back with Unc. We're going to shoot the shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all I got. Make sure y'all go support menofwater.com. Coupon code in the description box below. I'm out of here, man. Hotep and Bill.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.